situation that Glue is in as well. This is a very important game, but same thing could be said for here, right? So now, who would you pick? Is probably the question that everyone's gonna ask.
Yeah.
And I mean, see, here's the thing: it's not about picking between Glue and Hale. It's about picking the team that is probably having a better day at the moment, right? I mean, it's not the end of the day, and it's definitely not the end of the world, right? So it is still gonna be decent if Hale gets taken down here, and same thing could be said for Glue because there's always next game, and if Hale gets the better of Glue at this point, it could be said that Hale is the better team at the moment. But Glue, if they get it, same thing. But that doesn't mean that next game you probably won't have a chance to, have that retribution, to have that revenge going in as we move our attention now between Hale and DRS. I don't know why flags out in the open like that, and a grenade could be deadly. And there you have it. Teamwork, amazing teamwork. He opened the doorway to hell. Immediately gets taken down. Nade in the face, Tiger in the back.
Oh man. There we go. They're just down now. And we can see Team Hale Esports, they just lost 2 of the players in some of the fights coming in. Hale Esports, they lost 2 players, but what was the scenario coming in? They lost 2, but they were able to find only 1 elimination points, which is not a great story. But as we were talking about which I'm going to lean towards analytically, I feel like Raw Titans are looking in a better spot, and they might be the team will be taking this winner with the chicken dinner to their homes. But on the other hand, we can see Mixer Gangs. We have seen this team taking one of the most amazing and intense fights as well. But Mixer Gangs right now, they are not doing anything sort of fights. They are not taking such fights as well. But Team E Arena NC2 is into the closer scenarios, and Rock Titans will be picking up a fight against Team E Arena.
The arena, they are dropping like mosquitoes at the moment. They only have 2 more players left. Rogue Titans, they're not gonna stop whatsoever. Retaliation though coming in from GEEKAY. We'll be taking down 1 immediately, but they will be taking him down instantly in the blink of an eye. And the arena now might be getting eliminated as a solo survivor. Now runs away. Mixer Gang still waiting, scouting both of these fights. And I think Celcom Digi might be the next team to join this party. And this could be scary here for these teams.
Oh man, the zone is just unforgiving right now. Every second out of the zone is going to be a death sentence for the team's right edge. But as of now, we can see Celcom DG Alliance is also going to get picked off. This is going to be Mixed Gangs, ladies and gentlemen, especially my Ducks will be using that SRLK and finding that knockout against Celcom DG Alliance, the light, which was really important. They're going to manage everything, managing the zones, managing the fights. Mixed Gangs will be stepping in, but I'm just super duper impressed by the performance coming in from the side of VOIN Potato. He is in that sniper tower. He's in that sniper tower just waiting. I am just hoping he's just not spotted there, because the grenades are just going to cook him.
16, 17 players still alive. E Arena, they get taken. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now there are going to be some numbers. Now there's a really good chance that Rogue Titans could actually take the chicken again. Celcom Digi Alliance, another team that has a really good chance. Mixer Gang with the numbers. Glug is still alive, which means there's a high chance that they can also be a contender for the #1 spot. At least in this matchup, not overall, of course, but good grenades there coming in from the side of Mixer Gang. They need to get taken out here, otherwise they will be causing a lot of trouble. As Celcom Digi Alliance, now K99 trying to get himself into a better position so he can heal himself up, as this fight is going to be inevitable. The man advantage clearly for the side of Mixer Gang, but it's just 1, so anything can happen here. Who makes the first move? Who draws first blood is the main question.
Indeed, man. As I always say, every heartbeat echoes through the battlefield. Every heartbeat is going to echo in the last zone scenarios. So Mixer Gang, are you just ready for this one? Because we can see Mixer Gangs, they were able to find one of the good elimination points, which is amazing edge if you ask me. And we are already down to our top 6 games and 22 minutes into the game, and 17 players, top 17 players are still surviving on the map of Erangel. This was the second match, and already it's going to get more interesting, and this marks an elimination for Hale Esports. Oh no, man, I was wishing for them, but they just got eliminated. But there's one more team. I just thought they might be taking the winner with the chicken dinner, which is exactly the Rock Titans. They are still surviving with all of the players, if I'm not wrong. and they're just holding their spots.
Top 5. A lot of chances, a lot of teams. 6042 with the highest damage dealt at the moment. The one that's alive. The only player, surpassing him is Livers with like 28 extra damage. So he probably will be, crossing it any second now. But Glue, Mexican, both of these teams have not tasted victory yet. I believe Glue has to be the one that has not tasted any success in recent times. So I think my heart's with them at the moment. Let's see how things go from here on forward. Some good grenades dealt and good damage being dealt as well. Celcom DG Alliance in a lot of trouble as those grenades are raining. Barrage of grenades. Forget about the players. Forget about overwhelming numbers on the side of Mixer Gang. It's overwhelming grenades. K99 the only one standing. A lot of damage dealt with the grenades. And he's on like 5 HP, one more bullet out of nowhere, and he's probably going to get taken down. K99 is out of the picture as we're down to the top 4 teams. It's Celcom DG Alliance getting eliminated in position number 5.
Oh man, that's looking so interesting. Crossfires are just logged in, smokes are out, utilities are already flying. This is just an organized chaos that we were looking towards. But we can see Team Mixer Gang is really close into the encounters, and this is going to be an amazing one because both of the teams are just going to collide in each other really soon. But the thing is that Team Rock Titans, 3 of the players are only surviving, and Mixer Gang will be having 4 of the players surviving. Man, this is a huge advantage. If you're having 4 of the players surviving till the end zone, you can never beat the manpower. You can just never beat having 4 players into their opponents, right? But there's one more team having 4 more players standing, which is going to be Team Glue. And as I'm just talking about Team Glue, if I'm not wrong, they're just going to update the kill feed as well and taking a knockout on Team Rock Titans. Looking great for them.
Titans. On the other side, Glue, beautiful stuff here, taking advantage of the position that they're in, taking advantage of the position that Mixer Gang is in, and the position that Rogue Titans are in. And Tokyo, the only one standing, is going to get taken down. But in the meanwhile, he did manage to get one more player on the side of Glue. Rogue Titans will be denied of their 3rd chicken dinner back-to-back. As we're down to the top 3, VOIN are going to be happy in the meanwhile. They are still alive here. 2 extra points for them for doing nothing.
Oh man, Glue Esports here just finally joining into this party, and they are just making the comeback happen finally. Glue Esports, they are recovering from a hard time. They are recovering from a tough time. If they're able to take this winner with the chicken dinner, I feel like yes, they might be doing this one. I won't be showing and saying anything because today my tongue is not great. It is giving caster curse. I was talking about 2 of the teams and they were already eliminated, but Mixer Gang versus Glue Esports, this is going to be a close range encounter. Which team is going to be winning this close range battle and encounter? Again, this skirmish is going to be an interesting one, but that minute was looking so damn promising. Will be taking one of the players down. QQ is just going to get down, and he will be just directly charging in. 2 of the players of Mixed Gang is really low into the HP. That UMP just coming into the handy work, and those hip fires are coming in. ADS will be opening over there. Mixer Gangs are not looking into the greater scenario, and I feel like this is going to be a 1v3 scenario, but no. Team Mixer Gang has been eliminated, ladies and gentlemen, and Team Blue welcome them into this fight because they might be taking this winner with a chicken dinner. But wait, this is VOIN Potato from the back ends. He is going to join in. So QQ, he needs to be really fast.
He needs to be sure that he's closing in between that distance between him and those teammates as Potato. He knows exactly where these players are bleeding, and all of a sudden Glue, even though they have 3 players alive, there's only 1 on his feet. So there is a really good chance that VOIN could actually be the one coming on top. And wait a second, I don't think Potato knows. I think he has a wrong idea where the last man standing on the side of Glue is. Potato,
Indeed.
on the other hand, No utilities anymore. No smokes, nothing. As the circle will be collapsing soon. This is going to be the final circle as Mixer Gang, they are eliminated. QQ, the only one standing on the side of Glue in a 1v1 situation against Potato.
Oh man, this is going to be getting more and more interesting. This is going to be a solo clutch coming in from the side of Potato 5 if he is able to do that so far. But again, that could have been a so far blunder. He did not capitalize any of the players he knocked off from the side of Team Glue. He should have used some of the utilities. Maybe he still has one grenade if I'm not wrong, or maybe three. So he could have just directly spammed those grenades on the knockout player. But we can see two of the players are going to be standing again of Glue Esports. Yeah, Glue Esports, VOIN Esports Potato 5 is the Solomon Survivor. So 4 eliminations already they are going to capitalize the winner on the chicken dinner. But the thing is, does Team Glue Esports know where exactly the player is? And I feel like, yeah, they do now.
They do understand where the player is. All of a sudden with the man advantage, Glue, they clearly are the favorites. Potato, grenade right next to his face. He's surviving right now with the DBS in the hand. Another grenade is going to be cooked up as QQ will be closing in the distance with the AUG. Carbo understands where the player is. Now the grenade will not be dealing damage. Another last grenade from the side of Glue, if I'm not wrong. But the positioning is good. Glue has to be careful. Wait a second. Potato almost went for that play. Almost made it possible, but no. It's going to be Glue Plug finally getting themselves a chicken dinner, and that is going to be massive, because not just the chicken dinner, not just the 10 points, they also get insane number of eliminations, which is going to be helping them in the overall standings as the day progresses. We're up to game number 2, but guess what? They've already started showing up huge, and I think that's a very good thing, especially if you're a fan of Glue Plug.
Oh man, what a great performance coming in, right? And this was really indeed needed. I mean, we were just anticipating Glue coming in, but I feel like they're having 15 eliminations, and they did a great chicken dinner. I feel like 25 points, not more than 25. Let's have a look on the match rankings and the overall standings where Team Glue Plug is finally just going to take a spot in, but 25 points I feel like they are having right now. But VOIN Esports Potato 5, especially you, my man, he just made a good tactical and vigilant decisions, right? I mean, it was great. He just knew that he couldn't do anything. So why not just to go for the top second spot? And that's what exactly his strategy was. And Edge, you remember that one frame we saw in the match that VOIN Potato 5, he was just hiding in that particular sniper tower and he just did not move. He just moved when the zone wasn't in his hands. Right, so a great strategy coming in, and he was just so sneaky throughout the whole game and resulted on the second spot. So a great match, but I'm super excited to see who the MVP is, because I feel like some of the players of DRS are still coming. I feel like DRS was just eliminating and dominating the whole lobby. I mean, they did not, but some of the players might be coming in from the side of DRS. I'm sure with that thing.
True. It did feel like a lot. There were a lot of players coming out on top, but we'll talk about that in a second. We'll talk about the MVP in a second. But first, let's talk about the team with the chicken dinner. It's Glue Plug, QQ with 4, Carbo with 5, Punk with 6, and Glumatic with 3 eliminations. I mean, Punk has to be one of the contenders for the MVP for sure. With the way he's been playing today, there is a really good chance that Glue might actually make it to maybe page number 1 at least, maybe top 9 if not top 5. This is what 18 eliminations, that's 28 points. That is an amazing number, especially after the day number 1 and the previous game as well. I mean, they had nothing, folks, and they pretty much tripled their score line just in one game. That is ridiculous. Maybe even quadruple, as a matter of fact. I think they were sitting on 10. They're on 40 already, if this works out, I believe. So it is looking good for them, and there you have it. He is the MVP. It is Punk himself from Glue Plug. 6 eliminations, 846 damage, 4 assists, 26 minutes 19 seconds of survival time, 5 knocks, and heal of 236. Is this the beginning for the side of Glue Plug? Is this the comeback we've been waiting for? Is this the pop-off?
Oh man, Team Glue, good match coming in. Good match. That's all I can say, right? But Edge, we will be having a look on the top 5 players as well on the particular screen soon. But I was anticipating that we can see some of the players of DRS coming on the top 5 players. For sure, that might be the case because I have seen Frag going crazy and berserk on Hail Esports and some of the players as well. So I feel like DRS okay, they're not they're not over there. But we can see the whole squad of Glue on the top 5 players. Man, that is just something crazy.
Yeah, we've seen that happen. We've seen that work. And then once again, it's a similar situation where one team just absolutely pops off, right? And it is Glue this time. This was their game. I mean, you could do whatever you want. They were not gonna break. Even in that last 1v1 situation, QQ, being the smarter player, went for that revival first, immediately getting that man advantage. But teams to watch, Glue definitely has to be one of them. Mixer Gang has to be one more. And Hale coming in as well. And one team, one region, as a matter of fact, that you can never count out with the Vietnamese region, but of course it's going to be Rogue Titans this time that you kind of want to look out for with the way they've been playing recently.
Exactly. These are the teams to watch in the upcoming matches of Miramar. But we can see a match summary on our screens as well. Total eliminations were 66, grenade eliminations coming in was 6. One airdrop was looted, 2 vehicle eliminations coming in, and 6,829 healings were done. Man, that is just so crazy on the map of Erangel. If you ask me, we have seen average of 4,000, 4,500 maximum. 6,800 is a number that we have seen on the map of Rondo. But the longest elimination coming in from the side of Glue QQ, which was 379 meters. Mass ranking, over to you, Edge.
Well, 28 for Glue Vlog. Rogue Titans sitting on 11 as we move further. It is VOIN with 10, Hale on 9, Mixer Gang on 8, 7 for XAVIER, Cellcom DJ Lands with 6 apiece, along with DRS, SKYFORCE with 4, Boom with 3, E-Arena with 2, 1 for Flash RIQ, PTR 87. Unfortunately for Geek and IC, they have not shown up yet again in terms of points, and Alter Egos, well, they have not shown up, quite literally.
I mean, yes, all 3 egos are not going to be joining the matches, but yeah, for surely they will be doing better into the upcoming days, and we might be having a look on the overall standings as well. I mean, maybe in some time, but Edge, I'm super duper excited to see the overall standings because they will be short break, and we will be right back.
possible.
Game 1 and Game 2 were insane. Now it's time for Game 3. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to PUBG Mobile Asia Battleverse Chapter 2. We're done with 2, we're left with 4 for the day. I mean, we've already seen some amazing players coming in on the map of Rondo, on the map of Wrangle. Now moving on to Miramar. What are your expectations, Inferno?
Oh man, if you're going to be talking about my expectations, right, they're just high. They're always higher because the potential and the guts all of the teams and this lobby holds is just out top notch, right? But the map of Miramar, like now we have finally seen some of the DMRs and bolt rifle actions coming into the action. Yesterday we have seen some of the mini foreign action as well, if you remember Edge, and all of that was amazing, right? I just want to see mini foreigns, DMRs, SRS, every gun coming into the action today. I just don't want to see only shotgun fights. A mix of everything is something I'm just looking forward to.
That is something I'm looking forward to as well. You know, we always hope for that, sniper on sniper action. We sometimes get to see it very rarely, and sometimes we don't, but we always hope, that is something we will be, at least we are consistent. We're consistently hoping. so I think, you could give us some points there. But yeah, moving on. I mean, Rogue Titans, once again, they play really, really well. They could have almost gotten a triple chicken dinner. That would be 4 out of 5 games. That would be ridiculous for them. I mean, that would have given them a major boost once again in the overall standing. The confidence as well too. Can you imagine going into day number 2 of the grand finals and getting 2 chicken dinners back to back? That is just insane. Almost, by the way. Once again, they almost got it.
I mean, they almost did for sure, but Team Blue, they were just there, right? And I was saying that Team Blue would have been having a great chicken dinner. I was feeling like they might be having 25 points, but Edge, I just calculated and recapped. I feel like they might be having 27.
Well, is that the case? Well, I think we gotta, wait and see later on. Because I don't trust your maths. That's all I'm saying. So we will just wait. I mean, but if what you're saying is right, they will have some amazing numbers coming up later on. But for now, we will get to see what the flight path is looking like on the map of Miramar. It is pretty basic, almost in the dead center, starting off between La Cabrera and Torre Amuda, passing through Los Leones in the center as well. So there's a really good chance. And as we were talking about the top 5 players, right, overall, you can see on the right-hand side, there is one player on the side of Flash already showing up. Bose. Now, that is a deadly sign if you're, not a fan of Flash. But if you're a fan of Flash, well, that is something to rejoice about because that means that that one player is stepping up, which means the entire squad will be stepping up now.
Oh man, I just don't feel it right now because Ultra Egos won't be joining this one as well. I feel like I mean I just want to see that team just in a single match. That will be more than enough. But Alter Egos, they are just looking great. And we can see Team Glue, they're just going to be on the first page edge. They're on the hashtag 10 spot, if you can say, and they will be having 49 points, man.
A melee frag. I see getting one. That is interesting. I see confirms that as well. D24. Okay. We were talking about how the first initial minutes are very crucial for IC. Looks like they finally have found that groove. But in the moment, the circle moving on towards that northeastern side, they got to be careful about it as well. And wait a second, Hill. They're just making their way next to the players on the side of IC. They're stuck. IC, they have the upper hand and they will probably be keeping it at the moment. And Hale at the bottom of the scoreboard are pushing down. I mean, they're getting pushed down even further.
And IC and Hale Esports, this rivalry, when they are going to stop? No one is ready to change their drop locations. And we are already down to our first fight, ladies and gentlemen, which is going to be Team Inner Circle versus Hale Esports. The Pakistani Giants and the Thailand Giants are going to collide each other. And I feel like, and we can see as well, it's not about just the feeling, it's just about the performance as well from the side of Inner Circles, which is looking so dominating. But DRS, on the other hand, the Nepali team is also committed to the action, and they will be picking up a fight against, I can't recall the name. Alright, it is going to be ATON Esports, and DRS Frag is also going to get picked off over there. So retaliation coming in from the both teams, and we can see that explosive bow coming into the action. Look at that, that weapon is so much crazy. Like, that weapon is just a flying grenade on your face.
SKYFORCE, another team that we're waiting to see if they pop off, especially Sunshade in a situation like this. San Martin, Hacienda del Petron, that is where this fight. We've already seen this exact scenario once. And now we are seeing this again. Inferno, what do you think? Who do you think is going to be the one coming out on top on the map of Miramar this time around?
Don't ask me between E Arena and SKYFORCE, because both the teams holds amazing gun power, and in close range both of the teams are just really strong. But I don't know, I might be having a vibe with E Arena. I feel like they are just having a greater composure into the early fights. On the other hand, SKYFORCE, they took amazing last zone fights and mid-range fights. But I might be wrong. This could be anything. This is game of PUBG, ladies and gentlemen, and there we have it. There we have it. IC is also going to get picked up from the side of Team SKYFORCE. IC is also going to capitalize. But let's have a look on this particular region and this particular fight. And E Arena, I feel like they just got eliminated. I guess they're on the verge of getting elimination.
They probably will. They probably might get taken down here, and they have to be careful. Another good, a little bit of damage being dealt there. Sunshine now in a tough spot, and guess what? He is gonna get eliminated, but it's by a different squad. BTR now in the vicinity. They will take him down, and SKYFORCE. We were talking about how well they usually play in situations like this, how well they start games off, but this time around, they're not having a good time. On the other part of the map, I see with 3 eliminations. Now, that is a great start, a better start. But for now, let's divert our attention towards the fight between 87 and DRS. That is going to be inevitable. There should be some more commotion here. Floor is in, and both of them really, really low.
Indeed. ATON Esports right now, they just lost one of the players, so which is going to be a disadvantage for them because having numbers into the early game and into the last zonal advantage is always inevitable. The other team needs to eliminate 4 of your players if they need to win, right? So numbers game is something that you need to focus on, and if you're just going to lose players in the start, that is something not great for you all. But DRS Gaming, Frag, we can see he's just retreating a little bit, but Flora's in. He is holding a Scarl, if I'm not wrong, and he's just having 13 bullets into that particular magazine. But he's having a UMP as well, so not to fuss about that. Ooh, but 13 bullets, might he just took that one? Maybe he was having a fuller magazine, so he could took. He was able to take a knockout on DRS Frag. But man, Florence, and I'm always impressed by the performance of this particular player.
He has always been that key player, and we've seen him, perform very, very well. But unfortunately, this time it feels like it is going to be cut short. His performance here, 87. Now they might have to let him bleed. But there's no one making a move here at the moment. DRS also holding their ground. Everyone's waiting for that one play, and also the fact that the circle will not be.
Still looking for the ultimate AI tool? Hailuo AI takes your AI experience to the next level. Just type your idea and click generate. Your imagination will come to life in seconds. Whatever you imagine, we bring it to the screen. No skills needed, no effort, no budget. Sign up for free and try it now.
Stepping back. But ATON Esports Flora's in, I feel like he's just going to get bleed out as we were talking about, and he is just done, dead and dusted. But we can see 2 of the players of Team ATON Esports surviving. Are they enough to eliminate a team like DRS Gaming? And this marks an elimination for Team E Arena. But wait, in this moment, I feel like SKYFORCE are surviving, or they just got eliminated because I'm not able to particularly recap over there. No, SKYFORCE is in E Arena. Both of the teams are going to get finished off. But ATON Esports, finally we can see some of the other players of ATON Esports popping off against Team DRS. Cyclone on the back ends surviving. But the Xaviers versus the Flashes. This is one more fight is going to get put in it.
Another fight that is going to be an important one for sure. XAVIER, the one sitting at the top, will not be able to get more here as they are getting destroyed at the moment. They will lose one more player in the meanwhile. Lamborghini Lewis is taken out as 87. They lose their final player, and that means that DRS will be the ones coming out on top, and they will be now contending for the #1 spot. They're just 1 point away. XAVIER, if they cannot get more points, if they cannot get more.
Indeed. Victory 7 is going to get picked up, and Paragin 7. I mean, he is just a beautiful player when it comes to clean and calm and composed gameplay. But the Xavier's Paragin, he's just going to go insane. No, Paragin, what was that? That was a bit messy against your personality, man. And Nate TI was the Solomon survival, and he has been capitalized as well, and he's just down. But well, ladies and gentlemen, it's not over yet until it's over, because we can see Team EIC in a circle is going to be joining the party as well. They need the piece of the cake. They need to taste the blood. They are here for more elimination points because they will be eliminating Team Esports. And EIC, you need to be really cautious, man, because IC, if you are going to get eliminated on this particular moment, it's going to be done for this tournament for you all.
That is for sure, and they're looking really, really good at the moment. As fast they're going to be coming in, try to take them down. And I see now they're dropping like dominoes as 2 players already hit the deck. Noki, Falak are the only one standing. And I believe Falak is not trying to go for this fight anymore. It looks like he is going to be retreating. He is going away. Noki tried to do the same. He's going to get taken down. And now Falak, what do you do? Do you go for the fight? He's trying his best to see maybe if he can get a frag or 2, but Team Flash successfully, with no casualties, have taken down most of the players inside of Inner Circle. As I say, now Falak, what can you do? He's been known for situations like this. In a situation where odds are against him, he's been known to step up. But is this going to be the game? They've not been having some really good time, but the fans, they're always hyped up to see this man in action. And could he give us something to rejoice?
But man, let's have a look on the DRS gaming as well. Killer Whitey has been capitalized and he's just down and disconnected from the game as well. But we can see Boom Esports versus RIQ, so that's a great fight coming in. Boom Esports from the backends. This is going to be an interesting one because two of the players of Boom Esports are only surviving and RIQ WCOM will be just dealing a hell lot of damage. So he needs to go and pop off some of the first hit, but he is just not allowed. He's just down. And on the other hand, Team Inner Circles and Team RQ both marks an elimination from this particular game. But DRS Gaming and Team BTR, they are just looking in. They're just stalking each other. They're just waiting for the right particular moment to strike in. When it's the right moment, it's the question. Boom Esports, oh, VOIN Esports, they're just going to be doing the third party.
I mean, after the last previous game, they kind of have an idea of how they want to play the game at the moment as Cellcom DG Alliance. Ooh, Schneider. Loses control of the car there, and now he's out in the open. He's going to be knocked, taken down immediately. Cellcom DG Alliance, they get one. Rogue Titans, they lose one for no reason. I mean, he was just out in the open, out of nowhere. He's going to get taken out of the picture. And DRS now will be taking the #1 spot from the side of XAVIER. This is really, really good for the Nepali team.
Indeed. But Cellcom DG Alliance, Hail Esports 7787 is really into the close proximity, and we can see he is just being tactical right now. I mean, every time we have seen any solo player, which is nice, right? Every solo player needs to go for that top spot. They need to target that top 3 spot, which is going to be a bigger expectations. They might be going for top 5, which will be the right legitimate number. But top 3, yes, absolutely, they can go for that one. We have seen the best example and the living example in the last match, which was VOIN Potato 5. Edge, we agree on me with that one, because the solo player should only and only focus on taking that better spot in the match ranking rather than eliminating and taking fights.
True. Once again, they need that balance between position points and the elimination points. You can't just be hoping to win the entire thing based on just one. The balance is what everyone's looking for. The balance is what everyone's hoping for, and that's what you practice. That's what you wake up every day and thrive for. At the moment, DRS with 5 eliminations, 4 of them for Frag. He is popping off right now, and XMP, another player that you kind of want to be keeping an eye on. Hale, in the meanwhile, is going to get eliminated. GEEKAY now facing the likes of Boom, and then getting taken down as well. Mixer Gang is in the picture. This could be a devastating position for GEEKAY, as they will be losing more players thanks to Mixer Gang now. Ragnarok gonna get confirmed as Marker will take him down. GEEKAY trying to retaliate, trying to take down at least one player inside of Mixer Gang, who's isolated far away from his teammates. Can they make it work is the question, as he will be getting one. Wait a second, Kevin now the only one standing. This player absolutely destroying everyone. It was a 1v2, and now all of a sudden a 1v4 as GEEKAY out of the game with the SLK. Anything can be possible here. Overwhelmed by the numbers. Kevin now out in the open. Nothing that he can do. The grenades in the face. The players in the face. Too much for him. As Mixer Gang, they eliminate the squad of GEEKAY thanks to a little bit of assist coming in from Boom Esports. 9 teams now. 30 players still in the server.
Oh, indeed, Team Glue. Oh, man. We have seen this team playing an amazing one in the last one. But again, can they repeat the history? Can they repeat what they did in the last one? And if they're able to do that so far, Edge, welcome Blue Esports on the better spot, because you are already into the top 10. But we can see the circle is just swinged in. And the circle where they are going to take this particular storyline. It's important. The circle is just shrinking in, right? And from here, every step they take echoes through the sand of Miramar. Destiny is waiting for these players to taking that winner with the chicken in their end, taking that glory to the home. They need to be victorious from here, but Team Flash, they're a bit opposite from this statement. Because 2 of the players were knocked out. Victory is also going to get revived, but DRX XMP, the most consistent player, the beast, the demon. The animal of DRS Gaming is on the kill field, ladies and gentlemen. So get ready because DRS will be picking up a fight. And this is going to be an intense one against Team BTR.
XMPL, as I said, you know, one of the players that you kind of want to keep an eye on. And he is performing right now. As we're down to 4 more eliminations. This map of Miramar is turning out to be a bit more fun when compared to the previous ones, because we see a much more calculated approach coming in from the teams, as the play zone will be you know, the reason one of the players on the side of Glue actually gets taken down. Karbu is gone out of the picture immediately, and XMPL is going to hit the deck. BTR now retaliating against the side of DRS. A Cyclone goes for the frag immediately, goes for the trade. A man down now. DRS, they need him up. VOIN Potato coming in and going down immediately. BTR confirms it, but then Frag beautifully timing that grenade to perfection. That's 2 teams eliminated in the blink of an eye. VOIN, BTR, both gone.
We are already down to our top 7 teams in 16 minutes of the game, and 21 top players are surviving into this lobby. The map of Miramar, the sand of Miramar is just getting heated, and this is going to be a top-notch raise in the thermometer, if I'm not wrong. But again, Rock Titans will be finding a great pick, and they just found a great elimination point as well. Rock Titans, they dealt a really tough time in the last match, but they're just here. They just learned from their mistakes, and from here, they won't be repeating it again. Doing mistakes is right. Repeating it? That's not the case.
Look, Titans have a good chance yet again in the top 7. Now this is another team that is consistently performing very well, both in terms of elimination points and in terms of position as well, right? I mean, yeah, fine, they're not getting 15 on an average, but they're accumulating 10 every single time almost. And with the position that they have already on the overall, if they keep on doing that, they will be a really good contender for that number 1 spot for sure. Mixed Gang also looking likely to go for that chicken dinner right now with 6 eliminations already, with 4 players still standing. Team Flash is the only other team with 4, and we've been waiting for Team Flash also to get that chicken dinner. It's been a long time coming for them. We've seen them get a back-to-back chicken dinner, I believe, on day number 1. But after that, nothing in their favor. I mean, yes, they've been consistent, but they just have not had, you know, those chicken dinners. They've been starved of that chicken for a bit. Maybe this is going to be the game where they can actually achieve it again and have a jump on that overall from maybe 5th to 4th.
Oh, indeed. This is going to be the opportunity for them. They need to capitalize for sure. But we can see DRS Gaming. Now the storyline is going to be pretty interesting, because we can see Solcom DG Alliance will be taking a greater and good spot into the particular zone, right? And we can see multiple teams still out of the zone. So down to 6 teams. But the thing is, Solcom DG Alliance having a better spot. And Rock Titans as well. All of them. All of the players and all of the both teams, they are in a good spot. But Glue, man, Glue, this is the Glue I know. Oh no, oh never mind, they just got eliminated. What are we even talking about?
This video is so blurry. I need to fix the resolution. It's missing something.
Matter of fact, at the moment, so there is a really good chance they could actually close things off as well.
DRS, XMP, and Frag, they both are in a good spot. They are just giving them a great crossfire. But XMP, Victory, I mean, they both are really close. But Team Flash, they're just going to close into the distance. So DRS Gaming, you need to be ready, because Team Flash versus Team DRS Gaming, this is the fight which is going to be a really interesting one. Both of the teams will be having lesser and lesser breathing space. And if you have lesser breathing space, if you have less distance, the battle is just inevitable. You need to take battle. You need to remove your obstacle. You just need to finish your opponent from this moment to win the match.
20-minute mark hit. Stage 5 circle coming into play in another minute. Team Flash now looks like they want to take down the players on the side of DRS, as this will be a fight. And DRS, they're ready for this. Grenades are gonna be cooked up both by Victory and Frag. Good grenade, dealing no damage at the moment, but Victory will be taking a chip of that grenade. But Frag now, retreating, getting himself to a better position, going back to his teammate, trying to regroup. But Team Flash, they have 3 here. I don't see one. I'm not really sure where exactly he is at the moment, but Team Flash will be the ones going in as the favorites with the man advantage, of course, and with the way things are going right now on the map. Mixer Gang, they could third party this, and so can Rogue Titans.
Ooh, Team Flash. Now, they're just waiting for the right moment, right? They're having 8 eliminations already. So they're not going to rush in with their decisions. This is not a moment to rush in. This is the battlefield. It's not a place to... it's a place to test your will, patience, and heart. So just wait for the right moment. But Team Flash, the zonal advantage, the zonal priority is going to be the question, but how is the question? They need to eliminate Celcom DJ Alliance, but wait, DRS Cyclone is going to get down. And from here, DRS Gaming. There's only and only one Solomon survivor. But Team Flash, Mixer Gang, and Celcom DG Alliance, they're looking in a great spot. But as I'm talking, DRS Frag, oh god, this person, this player, he is unstoppable. He is just taking the legacy of DRS Gaming on a whole another level.
He is unstoppable, as the name suggests. But Rogue Titans, as we now divert our attention towards this fight, Mixer Gang probably are going to be the ones coming out on top between them and Rogue Titans, because there's only one more player on his feet, and that is Vietnam. Out in the open as well. He has to make his way back into the circle, so he's probably going to be spotted by multiple players. His Lai Bang is bleeding, and he will bleed fast. On the verge of getting eliminated there, and there you go. Canary will put the screws to him. As Rogue Titans, he's going to be spotted out, Vietnam, by multiple squads here. Finds himself a shack to stay in at the moment. But for how long? How long can you survive here? How safe are you?
How safe are you? So that sentence holds a lot of meaning. How safe he is. Man, Solomon Survivor, he is just not safe here. He is just surrounded with multiple players, and particularly he's in that particular shack. So the best option is just to leave that shack. If he's not going to do that, the grenades are coming in. The grenades are going to get spammed in. Mixer Gang, from the beacons we can see all the 4 players will be just directly going to join in. And I feel like Rock Titans Vietnam is not in a greater position. From here, they need to be really, really cautious. But Mixer Gang, my ducks will be just fixing his McLaren, looking sweet.
At the moment, they gotta be careful. Especially with these vehicles, they can just be blown up anytime. So they just have to be cautious, and I think that's exactly why he was just making sure that his vehicle's ready before he goes for that rotation, goes for those plays, as stage 6 circle will be collapsing right now, and the players will be making their way into the circle. Rogue Titans only have 1, Celcom have 3 along with Flash and DRS. The only team with 4 men standing is going to be Mixer Gang at the moment. Clearly are going to be the favorites moving into these last top 5 teams, as Frag is going to be eliminated as well. So now DRS only have 1 man standing. It's XMP himself. 2 actually, as a matter of fact. I'm sorry. They should have 2.
Indeed. Team Flashes and DRS Gaming, they're really, really close to each other, and I felt like that the DRS just got eliminated, but no, they are going to prove me wrong. They're just here, they're just surviving at that particular moment, and from here, the calm before the storm has been over already. Now, it's time to take the fights, it's time to take the battlefield in your control, teams, but which team will be doing it? And in my opinion, Celcom DG Alliance, in the positioning wise, they're looking so powerful, but none of the teams, there's only 2 teams into the zone. Rock Titans Vietnam is surviving over there, but look at that, man. Like, Mixer Gang, They are looking phenomenal, man. They are looking so great because that split amongst all of the 4 players is just so diversified. And from here, the split might be doing a greater wonders for them. But XMP, that player is surviving there. He will be spotting the player out there. XMP is really
my
surviving,
God.
and I feel like this marks an elimination. XMP, that was just unfortunate for him, Edge, if you ask me, because that vehicle was on him. He couldn't see, I feel like he couldn't aim properly, which is why he's just going to get eliminated. And FL victory, luck factor was for sure there against that fight.
Definitely, but with that, we're down to top 4 teams. Rogue Titans are going to be happy as Vietnam survives this fight as well, which means they do get 1 more point and victory. Now in a tough spot, Mixer Gang could be the one coming on top. Once again, as I said, the man advantage has to be careful, but look at victory, man. Stands up, almost took him down. But Tops will make sure that one goes down as Play Zone takes on another player on the side of Mixer Gang. All of a sudden, from man advantage to a man disadvantage as they drop down to 2 players surviving at the moment. 2 on the knees, but Bowser is going to get taken out midway. Marcaris will still be the one coming out on top. Flash. Victory confirms it onto Canary in the meanwhile. Tops now bleeding as well. Victory is the only one standing in the situation where he could be spotted out and taken down from multiple angles. The grenades are going to be raining in from the side of Mixer Gang as Welcome to BIGETRON lands. They want a piece of this. They want a piece of this cake, and they will be getting it. But the happiest person right now on this server, is going to be Vietnam himself, Rogue Titans, as he does not need to do anything. These teams are fighting amongst themselves and taking themselves out of the equation for himself right now. Rogue Titans will be getting 1 more point as Flash, they're going to get eliminated thanks to Mixer Gang and Celcom DG Alliance as we have the top 3 teams.
And bro, this ain't a fight. This is just a highlight factory from here. They're cooking each other alive. Straight chaos in HTE. Somebody call. I mean, now from here, this is going to be the interesting one. This is going to be the moment where we are going to look for our winners. Top 3 teams on our screens. Rock Titans are just surviving over there in a pixel. But Mixer Gang versus Celcom DG Alliance. Celcom DG Alliance their spot, right? But from here, everything's just going to scream. Celcom DG Alliance and Mixer Gang. Both of the teams are just going to collide each other. But who will be the winner?
That is a question. That is a question that everyone's thinking about. Everyone's asking for sure. Calm before the storm yet again. Teams is holding on to their grounds. 3 players on Mixer Gang, 3 on Celcom Digi Alliance, 1 on Rogue Titans. If the fight between Celcom Digi Alliance and Mixer Gang breaks out, then there's a really good chance then that Rogue Titans could actually, be the one coming out on top. But they once again made it to top 3, all thanks to Vietnam. And I think Celcom Digi Alliance, they should be giving away their position to Mixer Gang here anytime soon. So this could be a fight between them, or they could actually spot out the player on the side of Rogue Titans. There's only 1 player alive, and it's Vietnam. And I think maybe his position's compromised.
The position's for sure going to get compromised, but again, now both of the teams, I'm talking about Mixer Gang and Celcom DG Alliance, they need to be really careful because the third party doesn't knock. They're just going to kick their doors out. And particularly, I'm going to be talking about Rock Titans. Ooh, Rock Titans is going to get eliminated from this particular battlefield and going to say bye-bye from the lobby and the server. We are down to a 3v3 fight, which is going to be really interesting. Going to touch our half an hour mark. 30 minutes already into the game, and there we have it, that knockout. Wait, I feel like Celcom DG Alliance left out. We'll be fighting 2 of the players of Mixer Gang, and from here, Celcom DG Alliance is into the better spot, and they might be taking this winner with a chicken in their edge, and this is going to be the final call from the side of Carry, and I feel like this marks an elimination for Celcom DG Alliance. Was the team eliminating Mixer Gang. This will be marking an elimination for them. They are just going to celebrate this because this was really indeed needed. They took a great chicken dinner yesterday, and they will be taking a chicken dinner today as well. So, congratulations team on taking that one, which was really indeed needed. And Edge, a great match indeed it was, man.
It was indeed. Those last few circles was absolutely brilliant for sure. So just moving on from there on forward, right? I want to see if Celcom DG Alliance can actually keep it going, because yesterday we all know what happened after they got that, chicken dinner. Their momentum just wasn't there. They kind of were on a down. Just moving on, I kind of want to see if Celcom DG Alliance probably are going to be performing different when compared to yesterday's performance. But yes, there was a really good chance that Road Talents came out on top. There was a really good chance that Mixer Gang could come out on top there. So I mean, Flash as well, as a matter of fact, they had their chances as well. So overall, a great final couple of circles, that turned out to be in favor of Celcom DG Alliance, although they were out of the map. I mean, out of the circle, they did make their way in. Very calculative, and
É hora do reggae. Porque toco a fé. Essa cidade sou eu. O canto dessa cidade é meu. Essa cidade sou eu. O canto dessa cidade é
the winner chicken dinner. They did not focus on taking the finishes. They did not focus on killing the other players, or might be they did not even focus on doing third party. What they did was just to capitalize that single compound, and they just retaliated every team which were trying to capture their compound. So pretty much great. And it's not always about your strategies. It's always about the luck factor. I mean, what luck I'm talking about? Celcom DG Alliance, every zone, zone cut was on them, was on their compounds. So that advantage played a big and vital role in their chicken dinner.
That clearly did so. I mean, them having the slight advantage moving on towards the end of that game, right? They needed it. And Celcom DG Alliance getting that winner chicken dinner at the moment. No, eliminations for Light and 6042, but for Liftar and K99, they get 3 and 2, respectively. This Malaysian team once again coming out on top. I mean, they strike at the right moment. They were not the team that was just going berserk since minute 1. They waited for the right opportunity. They came out on top when they were supposed to. They peaked, they coordinated well, and they traded off picks beautifully as well. And I think that is the reason why Celcom DG Alliance is scared. It's usually a scarier team when compared to others in such situations.
Oh, indeed. I mean, we were focusing on the strategy and analyzing what Celcom DG Alliance was trying to do over there on the battlefield of Miramar. And look at that, Edge. Only 5 eliminations and taking the winner on the chicken dinner. So, they will be having 15 points. I mean, not the highest. We have seen teams taking much more eliminations than the point they captured, but strategy is a strategy and win is a win. But DRS frag, man, DRS, what are you feeding your players exactly? Because we can see Frag coming up and taking that MVP spot with 7 eliminations. Edge, I guess we need their diet. We need their diet. I mean, what they're eating, man.
We definitely do. I mean, they're doing something different. That is why all of these players are just on another level. They're playing a different game. But with the way things are going, DRS, if everything goes the way it is going right now, I think DRS has to be one of the teams that probably will be holding on to that number 1 spot for a really long time. If not, hold on to it until the championship. And I'm pretty sure the fans are happy. They've been waiting for this. They've been waiting to see this team. I mean, usually in tournaments like this, they kind of tend to struggle out, right? But finally, they're not just in the top 3. They're in the top position at the moment, if you ask me. 7 eliminations for DRS Frag. Victory on the side of Flash with 5 eliminations. Boom Fire with 4. I mean, Mixer Gang Mark carries. He got 3 for himself. And Flash, well, they got a second player on this top 5. Zeus with 3 eliminations. Once again, good to see Team Flash players here. But also interesting to see some players on the side of Mixer Gang and Boom. Boom, once again, in a tough spot this game, where they were unfortunately a little unlucky where they got eliminated. But Mark carries He's been that one player on the side of Mixer Gang who is going in strong every single time.
Indeed, teams to watch are going to be in the next one. We can see Team Flash, DRX, Mixer Gang, and Boom Esports as we are talking about, right? And Team Flash will be taking 11 eliminations. Mixer Gang will be taking 12, which is a really, really high number. And DRS will be taking 9, and simultaneous for Team Boom Esports, they will be taking 7 eliminations. So throughout and through, amazing game it was. Amazing performance from each and every single team. But what is exactly the overall standings calling us, what exactly the match rankings are calling us? But let's have a look on the match summary as well. We can see 62 total eliminations, 4 grenade eliminations, 4 airdrops were looted, 6,820 was the healings patched off, and 444 freaking meters was the longest elimination coming in from the side of Celcom DG Alliance Liftar. Oh man, 444 meters. Edge, do you even realize how long it is?
I mean, I think the previous longest before this were 406 by Falak, I believe, coming in. Someone, but regardless, it's beaten by a heavy margin, a very long margin. But regardless, anyway, Mixed Gang getting the 12 eliminations helped us total up to 18, top of the server at the moment. Alliance, on the other hand, Celcom DG Alliance, 15 points for them along with Team Flash. DRS 12 points, Rogue Titans get 8 with Boom securing 8 as well. 4 points for BDR, 3 for Glue, EA Arena, IC, and SKYFORCE. Well, they get 2 only. RIQ 187 get 1 apiece. Hail, XAVIER, and Geek. And once again, Alter Ego's not showing up, which means that all of these 4 teams will be getting no points. 0 is a number you don't want to see in a situation like this, especially moving on to day number 2. This is not the day 1 anymore. This is not the warm-up day anymore. You kind of have to pick up your pieces, put them on the board. Otherwise, you will not make it to the top of the table. But talking about top of the table, we have DRS sitting comfortably with 88 total points. Rogue Titans, although they have 3 chicken dinners, they still couldn't catch up. They're sitting on 84. I mean, still 4-point difference, but that's a difference of 2 chicken dinners.
Indeed. And then let's have a look on the third spot as well. The Xavier's coming in and dropping their mark from second position to the third one. I feel like the Xavier started with hashtag 1. Now they're already in hashtag 3rd, which is not the greater position for them. Celcom DG Alliance will be taking that winner with the chicken and then taking 15 points. And they are going to come on 4th spot with 71 points. Team Flash is followed with 70 points. Team BTR coming on the 6th spot with 68 points. And then we'll be having a look on the second page of the overall standings, and teams are dealing the tough time, which are on the second page indeed.
Yeah, I mean, this kind of tells you the story, how things are going for the teams at the bottom. 87 Hail, Geek, IC. I mean, Glue after that chicken dinner have made a major jump from position 17 to 11, but for now, they're still struggling. 11 is not where you kind of want to be, especially after day number 2. You kind of want to have that jump. Maybe let's say in the top 8 would be looking good. But the maps are not done. We're only halfway through the day. There's still 3 more maps. We are going to repeat the cycle now: Rondo, Erangel, and Miramar. And if Glue can get 1 more chicken dinner out of any of these 3 maps, then I think there's going to be, they're going to be one of those contenders for those top 3. As a matter of fact, maybe top 5. Top 3 is a stretch. Maybe top 5 before the day ends.
Oh, indeed. And after this, we are going to repeat our map rotation cycle. If I'm not wrong, Edge, we will be looking at Rondo, Erangel, and Miramar again. So, Miramar action back after 2 matches of Rondo and Erangel. But we will be starting so strong with Rondo, and super duper sure that next match is going to be much more interesting than the last match we have saw, because like Miramar was a huge map, right? And we have seen so many early fights already, and Alter Egos weren't joining the game. 4 of the players weren't there in the map and on the battlefield of Miramar, which was so bad, and which resulted in a slower paced Miramar, if I'm not wrong, Edge, because in the last zone we haven't seen so many chaotic fights coming in. The Miramar was pretty damn slow and like not many things were happening at a moment, like one fight at a time.
Yeah, I mean that is true. You know, Miramar, we could see, you know, teams trying something different. We didn't really have those chaotic moments that we usually saw. As I said, you know, this Miramar was a bit more, you know, it looked a bit more strategical coming in from all of those teams, a bit more coordinated. And I think I can understand it. You know, now they finally are getting in the groove. They're kindly getting in the mood that, you know, you need those points. It's not just about elimination. You need to have that balance and they kind of understand, you know, that point at this point. And consistency, talking about that, right? Rogue Titans is the one that have been continuously, you know, showing up every single time. And I see continuously, once again, getting taken down after one good fight. That is something that they need to start working on. On the other hand, Hale, I don't know why they're biting off more than they can chew.
Yeah.
They're just taking those fights unnecessarily. Like, you don't need to have that fight. Yeah, understand you want to get them points, you know, get that momentum back. But if it's not working out in their favor, if you're not having a good day, all you need to do is just take a chill pill. It's okay. If you're not a good shot today, you probably could be, you know, beneficial for your team in different ways.
I mean, indeed, like we have seen on the map of Miramar multiple times that team Hale Esports picking up that 4v4 fight against team Inner Circles. And if we talk about the win ratio, right, we have seen team Inner Circle particularly dominating their drop locations, which is Picado, and Hale Esports losing that fight is just not the stronger position. And I mean, it's Picado, right? Like it's a hard drop if you're playing classic, but in international lobbies and in a competitive scenario, if you're dropping on Picado, it means you're actually gambling a huge thing. There will be a team over there, right? But if you particularly win a fight in Picado being in the center of the map, it's just the heart of the map of the Miramar, so it's likely that always you will be into the zone, right? But I don't know what's the next storyline coming in from the side of Hale Esports, what they will be exactly doing into the upcoming matches of Rondo, Miramar, and Erangel. But I'm sure, ladies and gentlemen, we will be starting the next match really soon, and so early. But how exactly teams are going to perform in the next one? What teams will particularly going to be trying? And what exactly the mindset is going to be, and what the morale level is going to be? Ready, because we are here with Rondo. And we are here with the early drop clashes and early skirmish already. And now, all the teams have just started dropping. Zayden City, we are going to start with. And if I'm not wrong, we are going to just end right at Rayu. I mean, I just don't know how to pronounce that name right over there. But yeah, that's a decent flight path coming in, and Ultra Ego's going to be joining in pretty much whole full lobby. And ladies and gentlemen, just get yourselves ready, because we will be looking up with faster and faster fights, because this is the map of Rondo. If we are not looking the aggression here, where exactly we will? The respawn system, the respawn feature will be coming in handy with some of the players, and all of the teams will be surely going to enjoy this particular thing. And Edge, we can already see in the circle with the XAVIERs, and Arena already into this fight, and Noki is also going to get picked up. This is not looking a greater scenario. Ooh, 24, what? He's just going to get daggered over there. Falak, he's just going to do melee, and he is going to take that elimination point because of that melee weapon.
We've seen this fight exactly, you know, similar positions last time around, but it was GEEKAY who came out on top last time. But right now, it feels like IC might be the ones coming out, but Noki is already taken out of the picture here. But once again, this is Rondo. There is going to be recalls coming in, but there is going to be, you know, you need to have your players alive at the moment. On the right-hand side of the screen, you see RIQ taking down the players on the side of DRS. Frag is going to get taken down. XMP and Killer YT now the only one standing. XMP immediately going for the recall. Will not even be wasting any time whatsoever. They want to make sure they have those players back up immediately. As RIQ, gotta be careful. The information will be coming in. Frag. Killer YT actually will be going down there immediately.
Indeed. And we can see Hale Esports 77 Esports. I mean, he will be taking some of the fights, and Hale 7787, oh man, he is just going berserk right now, and Hale Secret is also going to get picked off. Arena NC2 will be taking the fight and will be winning against team the XAVIERs, and the XAVIERs is not in a better situation, and they are dealing a tough first spot, and IC324 is also going to get knocked off. So, multiple fights are going to get striken at this battle zone.
There are going to be multiple teams here. They're definitely going to be a quick commotion, quick elimination will be coming in. Rose Pecco will be spotted out. Will have to be careful as he will get taken down there. Recall might be coming in. XMP once again with this SMG there, taking down one. As Ragnarok on the other part of the map will be taking down the players inside of IC now. As the recall will not be coming in, Ragnarok confirms it, but he has given away his position, which means Pollock will take full advantage of this and take him down immediately. Goes for the trade. 2 players on the side of IC gone. 2 elimination points for them as well.
What we need. And we can see 2 of the players of IC has been already knocked out and finished off. From here, Mixer Gangs. Ooh. Canary, he's just waiting with his S12K. Boom Esports, if they're just going to come up into that particular compound, I feel like they're going to deal a tough moment.
Holding on to their ground once again, Mixed Gang. Let's see if they can, capitalize on their momentum from the previous matchup. Maybe get a chicken dinner this time around in their favor, as they will be in the same vicinity as GEEKAY right now. And I see it could turn out to be deadly, but Flash, they will actually manage to get the knock on to one of the players inside of BTR, as Boom are going to be the first opponents that Mixer will be facing. They are going to be on their knees. This is going to be scary. Boom Esports could actually come out on top.
Ooh, that knockout was looking so much promising, and now we can see Mixer Gang Canary has been also picked off, so he needs to go for the revival there, but Boom Esports is looking better, and there we have it. Mixer Gang, they are dealing a tough moment, and GEEKAY Esports is also going to join into the proximity edge.
We've seen this positioning before. We've seen, some players pull out amazing clutches from this particular position with a shotgun. But right now, it looks like that might not be the case. As GEEKAY, they will be getting those finishes on to Mixer Gang. But once again, Marikar is ready for this. Instantly going for that recall. And they will have 4 players. But in the meanwhile, GEEKAY also have 4 with 4 eliminations as well. So they are looking confident. They have the numbers in their favor as well. They have things going on in their favor at the moment, but it's still pretty early into the game to call anything, and they're still in the same vicinity as Boom Esports, so they got to be careful before they go for these rotations.
Oh, they need to call their rotations out, right? And it's always important that taking sneaky rotations and rotating the right way is important. But Ragnarok, Fizar is just barely surviving edge behind that particular tree.
GEEKAY. Can they capitalize? Can they do this? There you go. Fire gets taken out, but I believe there will be recalls coming in immediately. I think Boomfire, with the way that he's been showing up, one of the top players for the side. So I think there is a really good chance that he will be recalled immediately and will be sent again to go for those aggressive plays.
Hale Esports. Damn, Hale Esports, they found 3 eliminations, right? Which is great. Hell Esports, they need a good match just for them to get, like, from here, if they're able to find a great match for themselves, they will particularly going to get jumped in the overall standings. They will be finding themselves on a better spot. But Celcom DG Alliance started rotating already.
Shots fired yet again. SKYFORCE. This is one more team which, I mean, they're kind of dropping off on day number 2. Day number 1, they were absolutely insane. But for now, day number 2, things are not looking as good. It's not as bright as day number 1. It's getting a little gloomy. I mean, I understand, you know, the weather's a little... I mean, it's already a little dark outside. But so does the point table. I mean, their position on the point table. That's getting... It's looking grim as well for them. They need more points. They need to perform better, and consistency. They're dropping. I mean, they're in the top 2, top 3, but now they're down to 9th position.
Man, like we haven't lost a single player right now. Like we are there. Like we haven't lost a single player, which is amazing, and we are already down to maybe 5 minutes into the game. Which is crazy, right? Edge, all of the players are surviving, which is a sign that we will be having a look into a chaotic match for sure. But we can see majority of the team started rotating into the zonal advantage, and we are down to a second stage, boys and girls.
I can say circle coming in, 30 seconds on the clock. XAVIER, another squad that, you know, once again are kicked down, along with you know, Flash. There was Rogue Titans also at one point. They were the ones leading, but immediately all of these, you know, teams were kicked down thanks to DRS and their amazing ability to go for those plays, to go for those, you know, fights, and still survive till the end with almost a lot of players standing. And Boom Esports, they have fired back, I believe. They have everyone standing right now. We still have 17 teams, 68 players in the server. As I said, DRS, this has to be one of the best performances we've seen so far from them, especially in a tournament like this.
Oh man, indeed, I was
usually struggles.
Man, I was about to talk about DRS only. The Nepali team, the Nepali powerhouses and the Giants, the way they are playing today and yesterday as well, but particularly today, DRS gaming is just going so crazy, and particularly DRS Frag and XMP, man, both of the players of DRS are such, like, putting up a show for us, and they're just eliminating. They're just here to dominate the other players and teams. So DRS, I'm just looking forward, and I am just a fan of you all now. DRS from here, they need to take this chicken dinner as well. But Celcom DG Alliance and Florida's in ATON Esports. There's one more crispy and potential player starting up that fight. Let's just see what's going to be happening, because I love ATON Esports Florida's and how he performs and his reflexes.
Yeah, it looks like they want to, you know, try to take down the players on side of Celcom DG Alliance. They're not afraid to give away their position right now. They have all the loot that they need. And as you said, you know, Florizen, he is that one star player for the side. He is the one not afraid every single time to go for those plays, to go for those really aggressive pushes, and to take the fights even when he's alone, right? He's not afraid, because he has that potential to take down 2, maybe even 3 at the same time in a combat. So I think it's kind of, you know, Rondo is one of those paths where he will be going completely berserk, but that is not the case at the moment, because they will not be, you know, taking those initial fights. They have not been able to do so. I don't think, you know, they were in a position where any drop classes happen. But in the meanwhile, RIQ now scouting the players on the side of Hale, as you can see on the finish feed on the left side of the screen. XAVIER actually getting taken down by the players on the side of the arena.
Oh indeed, now we will be having a fight already. This is the first skirmish and early encounters we can see. Hale Esports versus Team RIQ. RIQ will be having a greater advantage because they already have 4 good eliminations from here. They will be just prioritizing good and good fights. And from here, Arena also started taking fight, but VOIN, Inner Circles, Noki also going to join into the party, and they're saying we need
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Finally, it's over.
This is just the beginning.
When I put it down, don't play around. I put it down, I can do it all. I never stress, I never settle for less. Never settle for less.
They need at least a chicken dinner, or they need a couple of 20 plus games, 20 plus point games, of course. Otherwise, things are not looking good for them. Things will be they will be under a lot of pressure moving on to day number 3, I'm sorry, and day number 4. But look at this, Car 24 out in the open, will be able to get one. That window behind him is gonna be the reason why he will be able to get one more finish before going down. But then BTR, now there's only 2 players standing. But for how long? As they will now enter the same building where Light is currently residing. They have to be careful. There are a lot of other teams scouting this fight at the moment. And by that I mean Team Flash and Team 87.
Team ATON Esports, but BTR, 2 of the players are surviving in this particular situation, but now they started taking those early fights, they started taking some of the early skirmish, but it wasn't in their support. But IC Fullock started taking fights, and IC in a circle started and picking up greater and greater fights. E-Arena versus GEEKAY Esports, so amazing fights coming in already. But Selcop DG Alliance, they are also dealing a tough time. So Edge, those rotation clashes are coming into the handy, but we haven't lost a single team yet. But maybe we are on the closest words to maybe lose some of the teams.
Ooh, good grenade. Yeah, I mean, you're definitely right about that. You know, we are on the verge of seeing some eliminations happen, and by that, I mean, it could probably be Ragnarok getting taken down first. He's very, very low, and there's XAVIER and E-Arena, both of them fighting to see who gets that point, and it is gonna be E-Arena at the end. That's the side of GEEKAY getting taken down, as now the fight breaks out between XAVIER and E-Arena. GEEKAY gets one, could probably get another one as well. The AUG close range is dealing lots of damage. And now Parrot's in with a lot to do. The only man standing against 2 players on the side of E-Arena. GEEKAY might have just done enough to actually take down 2 teams, to take down multiple points for the side. As he is closing out the distance, now he has to come out in the open. The XAVIER will be the one dropping dead. GEEKAY single-handedly puts the final nail in the coffins and delivers them to hell as 10 points for E-Arena. They're stepping up huge.
Oh man, they are exactly stepping up huge from here. E-Arena, they will be taking great 10 eliminations, but Team IC Inner Circles, they are also on a roll. 6 eliminations, and Team IC from here, I feel like Team IC, they might be making a move on this particular match if they're able to take this winner with the chicken dinner. From here, I feel like IC will be spotting up in the greatest spot in the overall standings. But let's have a look on the mini-map as well, what exactly happening on the map. We can see majority of the teams are already into the zone, but yes, many of the teams are still out of the zone, so they need to capitalize the zonal advantage. But Team Inner Circles, they are also taking a fight, and from here Inner Circles already found one more finish point as well. So Inner Circles versus DRS Gaming, a close range encounter already started from here.
Close range encounters could be deadly. Stage 4 circle coming in. IC now trying to see if they can take down the player on the side of DRS. Killer YT hits attack immediately. IC, they want to go for those finishes as well, immediately confirming it, getting those frags, getting those points. DRS, they lose 2 more. In the meanwhile, there's only 1 more player left. Will they go for the recall? That is the question, as they will be eliminating. Wait a second, it's actually Boom getting taken down. I'm sorry, for a second I thought maybe DRS is gonna be gone, but I see with the 9 eliminations are looking really good right now. Can they accumulate more? Can they actually try to go for that chicken dinner? That's the question. They're up to top 13, 42 players still in the server. I see 4 players still standing, and Cyclone could probably get taken down here.
Oh indeed, man, exactly. We can see Inner Circles coming into the action as well, and finally we can see Inner Circles taking that fight, and DRS Gaming has been eliminated. Inner Circles is the reason why they are out of this match, but Inner Circles, we can finally see the domination coming in. Now they started making the comeback happen. This is just so crazy. But let's have a look what exactly Team Inner Circles has for us now. But Mixer Gang, the team that took a great decent match in the last particular one on the map of Miramar, exactly I'm talking about. Can they maintain the consistency here?
Oh, beautiful grenade coming in, and a lot more damage being dealt as well. Glue, they're putting the screws to the side of Mixer Gang, and the same could be said about Mixer Gang towards Glue as well. It's been trades left, right, and center. Players dropping like mosquitoes as Glue QQ now will be closing in the distance between him and Mercury. He needs to be quick, he needs to be out in the open. Mercury is going to be trading it off. No! He's going to get taken down immediately. He almost went down there, and that's going to be the end for the side of Glue. They almost took down Mixer Gang, and that would have been an insane fight.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the map of Rondo is just going heated up slowly and steadily, and let's just see who is going to take this winner from the chicken dinner. But we can see Team Icy is just going crazy right now. Team Inner Circles will be eliminating more players. Team Icy is on a roll, ladies and gentlemen and boys, and we can see they are having 11 elimination points already. So Inner Circles, I'm rooting for you all to take this winner from the chicken dinner and show what exactly you guys are capable of. And Inner Circles, if you are able to take this winner from the chicken dinner, surely on the overall standings they are just going to come up on the better and better spot. This is not what they're speaking. This shows Inner Circle is just confident. This shows Inner Circle will be showing a remarkable recovery on this particular moment.
Yeah, this could be the beginning of that comeback that I see are planning to do so. But now top 10 teams, 29 players still in the server as VOIN are going to be bidding farewell with 3 eliminations. Things are not looking good for them as well. You know, with 38 points, they're number 15th on the overall standings at the moment. They need to step up as well. We have 2 more games left after this, Erangel and Miramar, and things can go either way for all of these teams at the bottom at the especially for now. SKYFORCE, they managed to survive up until now, but they don't really have any points to show for. Can they get more is the question, as Flash now takes down one of the players inside of Hail Tiger. His attack will be confirmed immediately, and the rotations are going to be coming in. 3 teams in the vicinity.
Exactly, man. Crossfires are logged in, spokes out, utilities are flying here and there in the map of Rondo. This is just an organized chaos coming in again, but perfect team synergy is coming in from the side of Team Mixer Gangs and Team Inner Circles. Both of the big giants will be colliding soon, but Inner Circles and Mixer Gangs, can you actually do it again? Can you make something better for your team? But again, if we talk about Team Flash, again, I mean, Team Flashes are also not stopping in. 8 great eliminations already. You can feel the tension. No one is just backing down from this particular moment. This is going to be a risky play. But Team Flash, holding on. Noki, E-Arena will be feeling the wrath of Team Inner Circles.
Holding on to their ground. Team Flash at the moment, 8 eliminations for them, will be dealing a lot more damage with those grenades, as there will be no more BTR. They get eliminated thanks to Cellcom Digi Alliance, as Mixer Gang now has to start worrying. Flash with 4 players will be running right in front of their faces, but a good grenade from Canary takes down one. Will the confirmation come in anytime soon? Yes, it will. Zeus immediately is attacked. The 2 players standing on the side of Mixer Gang, and they have to be coming in close. Victory probably not going to be burned as of now, but he will get back to safety as the smoke grenades are going to be deployed. Team Flash with still 3 players standing, man advantage clearly for them. But Mixer Gang with those positions with the grenades, an insane grenade again. Team Flash, they lose 2. All of a sudden, the advantage now in the favor of Mixer Gang, or maybe not actually. Canary probably going for that revival immediately. I see now focusing their attention towards 87 as Falak. He sees one, will not be able to drop him yet, but a lot of damage has been dealt.
Oh man, exactly, and we can see Team ATON Esports on the verge of maybe getting eliminated, and from here they can sense each other's presence in the surroundings, waiting for that bullet, for that retaliation coming in. But we can see Victory, ooh, he has been picked off as well, and from here we can see Mixer Gangs taking an elimination and saying bye-bye from the lobby and the server. It's just a matter of seconds within the radius, within this small radius. The battle is just inevitable, but Team Inner Circles, this is just a fight, this is just a great one. But Team Flash Victory is also going flying. He's just doing amazing as well, and this This marks an elimination for Team Rock Titans as well, maybe, but no. Rock Titans and Solomon Survival is just over there. But from the beacons, we can see Team in the circles. They are just going to go slower and shorter. They need to prioritize the zone as well. So the zone is going to be important, but Noki, they just eliminated. I mean, no, wait. ATON Esports Florazen. Noki just knocked him out as well. So, ATON Esports, you are not looking in a great situation because you are just going to feel the wrath and the dangerous gameplay coming in from the side of inner circles for sure.
Yeah, they gotta be careful. There's only one more player on the side of 87 standing right now, and probably he's gonna get taken down as well. And there you have it. Rampage for Noki. As I see, they're up to 15 points now in terms of eliminations. We're down to top 6 teams. 12 players still in the server, out of which 4 are IC. IC, for the first time in this tournament, have the advantage. Have a really good chance to close things off here, and I think this number is going to be helping them immensely on the overall, as they're already up to 13 points. Team Flash have already lost 2. Can they capitalize and take this player down on the side of Rogue Titans? Schneider, the only one standing, but we've seen him pull off incredible clutches, and there you have it. He will be getting one more knock. Will he be able to get the finish? It's a question, as Tops now in a situation where he does have the S12K. So it could be coming in handy, it could be coming in clutch. But Rogue Titans, Schneider going in for that door play. He will be unfortunately getting taken down, as he will be eliminated in position number 6. And, well, Flash, they will go for that revival immediately, get that player back up. They're down to 2 again.
Oh, and they are going to re-enter this battle zone and adapting their strategies at the last particular moment, because last moment is where you're going to finalize everything. But we can see SKYFORCE is coming into the hands as well, and this is the first casualty coming in from the side of in the circles. Not feeling great. We are down to our top 5 teams. Top 10 players are into our screens, but in the circles, Falak will be taking 5 of the great, amazing eliminations along with Noki.
To avoid digital threats, just turn on NordVPN. Improve your protection against trackers, malicious websites, and malware-ridden downloads. Get the deal now.
Banger one.
They have a really good chance now, yet again. Team Flash also surviving with 2. SKYFORCE with 3. We've seen them struggle, but we've also seen them be in their glory. Is that going to be the case? IC also did lose a player in the meanwhile, so the man advantage is now evened out. Top 5 teams, 10 players still in the server. Grenade being cooked. Noki will be doing a bit of damage onto one of the players on the side of SKYFORCE, but Noki, a grenade lands behind him, will be doing nothing at all whatsoever. SKYFORCE, though, closing in the distance slowly but steadily.
Oh, surely from here they are going to make sneaky rotations. They need to sneak in, but Hale Esports, wait, I thought Hale Esports just got eliminated in the last one, but no, they were surviving. But this marks an elimination for Hale Esports with only 3 eliminations of the 5th spot. From here we are down to our 4 teams, but Team Inner Circles, they're on the better spot. Celcom DG Alliance, they're still surviving with Team Flash as well. So, solo players of Celcom DG Alliance and Team Flash, but SKYFORCES and Team Inner Circles. This fight is going to be a huge one. Both of the giants will be going ham on each other really soon.
Both teams, IC, once again, has to be the favorites at the moment to win the entire thing. SKYFORCE also really have a really good chance here.
Absolutely.
Celcom DG Alliance, though, we just won. I mean, if they can somehow manage to pull this off, this is going to be a brilliant comeback.
Indeed. In the circles. Now it's time. Now it's time, SKYFORCES as well, to show us what you guys got. It's time to show one of the best fights in this whole tournament of Asia Battleverse. In the circles, they are just getting ready. Falak is just on the god level mode right now, having 6 greater elimination points already. Ladies and gentlemen and audience, Inner Circles are back into the actions finally in this whole tournament. This marks an elimination for Celcom DG Alliance, and now we can see Team Flash, the solo man, standing. He is not in the greatest situation. Inner Circles, they are just finally into the zonal advantage, and they are here with eliminations and eliminations. But SKYFORCE and the Inner Circle, a 3-on-3 battle. Edge, what do you think, man? Who's going to be taking this win home?
This is looking scary. I mean, it's really hard to predict at this point because I was kind of hoping to see Cellcom DG Alliance do something different here. But then they get taken down immediately, and now all of a sudden, the SkyForce might be in a lot of trouble as well, as Godless is in a really tough spot. I see with the man disadvantaged though, but still doesn't really matter because SkyForce are really, really low. Where's the player on the side of Flash? That is the question. Pollock now closing in the distance between him and the players on the side of SkyForce. They get one. They need to take down 2 more players. The grenades are going to be cooking in. The Esports, they are close. This could be scary as Pollock gets taken down. Confirmed immediately as well, and I see all that work and they couldn't get the chicken. As we are down to the top 2 teams, it's SkyForce versus Flash.
Oh man, Inner Circles. I was feeling that you guys were taking that winner when a chicken dinner, but at the end, something went really wrong with you all, and this marks an elimination for Team Inner Circle, ladies and gentlemen. IC was going crazy. IC did a fabulous job, but this marks an elimination for that particular team, which was Team Flash, and from here, the chicken dinner is in the hands of Team SKYFORCE. Amazing performance it was, but the win is a win. The match has been ended, Edge. The match has been ended and Inner Circles has been eliminated. But I was feeling like that Inner Circles was the team over there. And I was taking the pick that Inner Circles might be taking this winner with a chicken dinner. My bet was on Inner Circles, but no, but SKYFORCE is coming in. And they're just going to shut down them. But we still have Irangle and Miramar. If Inner Circles are going to show this kind of dominations coming in, man, Inner Circles, you're welcome into the hell. We are here with Inner Circles finally showing that dominations, and maybe from the second page, and top 5 is the spot they will be looking forward to.
I mean, definitely, if Inner Circle can keep performing the way that they did, I think there is a surprise at the end, for all of us for sure. But once again, SKYFORCE coming out on top at the end. We've been waiting for this team to step up. We've been waiting for this team to, once again get that momentum. I mean, day number 1, they were having a good start, but then later on, they kind of fell off. Day number 2, nothing was going their way, but finally, they come out on top. Team Flash also survived till the end, so that's going to be good. That's going to be a good thing for them in terms of point position placement, especially Cellcom DG Alliance as well. Coming out in the top 4. So the consistency, you can say, you can see it coming in from all of these teams. As a matter of fact, just a couple of teams that were unable to perform. But this rondo once again was very explosive coming in right off the bat. Teams just dropping in, going for those drop clashes immediately. As you can also see, it was not Sunshare or Godless this time stepping up. It was IC who has been that one name we've seen on the MVP in the playoff stage. And with 6 eliminations, he has played a crucial part.
Indeed, a great winner with a chicken dinner coming in for sure. I mean, and SKYFORCE's amazing performance, but SKYFORCE's IC for sure he's going to be the MVP if I'm not wrong. And man, they did a fabulous job, man. And especially IC, 6 eliminations is just not a small number.
It definitely is not a small number, but we all know what he's capable of. We have seen him pull out a beautiful 1v2 in a situation. I believe it was a Wrangle or Rondo on the playoffs day number 1, I believe, and it was just amazing to watch. So we all know what he's capable of, and he is stepping up. But talking about the MVP as well, I mean, IC has to be a contender, but I also feel like there's gonna be other names there, and it's gonna be Victory coming in. And there you go. I mean, he was also the one of the last surviving players there coming into the final zone. 7 eliminations, 873 damage, 2 assists, 26 minutes, 26 seconds of the clock, 5 knocks, and 458 heal is what he could get, and that's the reason why he's the MVP for the match.
Indeed, FL Victory will be taking this and snatching from the hands of Team SKYFORCE's IC, if I'm not wrong. And 7 eliminations is just amazing, as you were explaining the survival time as well, which was 26 minutes. Insane work coming in. And great. Team Flash, consistency is just their key. every time.
That is something that, is a major factor, a major component, towards your path towards success. And talking about the MVP, we've seen one. Can we see the other four? I want to see who are going to be your top 5. I mean, definitely you will have the player from the side of SKYFORCE that I see has to be one, but these are the other 2 names that I was waiting to see: Falak and Sakura. I mean, yes, Naki was also contender, but I kind of wanted to see if Sakura made it here as well, because he was popping off with the way he was moving as well. I mean, you can see 804 damage as well with the eliminations. Falak, though, 1557 damage. Those are ridiculous numbers for 6 eliminations, by the way. As 6 eliminations for Icy as well. Naki got himself 5 with a lot of damage. And here's the sad part for Icy, right? They were getting knocks, they were just not getting finishes.
Oh, indeed, man, they weren't actually. And we can see now teams to watch is absolutely going to be one of them is inner circles, right? Like, they need to be careful. But Team Flashes, they weren't short. They were having 15 eliminations as well. SKYFORCE will be taking 9, and Team BTR will be taking 8 eliminations. So amazing performance in.
Amazing performance indeed. And teams to watch, of course, you kind of have to keep an eye out for them every single time. I mean, at this point, it just feels like every team is something you need to look out for. But 102 eliminations, 5 grenade eliminations, 2 8 drops looted, 14,756 healing done, 1 vehicle elimination, 337 meters of longest elimination coming in from Blue Carbu. Great stats there, for the map of Rondo. Insane healing, insane grenade eliminations, and 100 plus is always something to rejoice about. But looking at the match standings as well, these are the numbers we're interested in, right? Flash coming in at the top with 21 total points. SKYFORCE with the win, but still not them in the top, and not even second position. It's IC with 16 eliminations, 21 total points for them as well. SKYFORCE with a chicken dinner. Thanks to that, they will be up 19 points. Mixer Gang 10, Arena 10, BTR 8, 6 for Cellcom DG Alliance, Hail Esports 87, and 5 points for RIQ GEEKAY. DRS with 4 points, 3 for RT Boom and Glue as well. The one more team at the bottom, once again, Alter Ego's not showing up. Overall standings, well, DRS holding on to the number 1 spot, but Flash barely letting DRS sit comfortably, and now I'm pretty sure they can feel them behind them.
Exactly, and if I'm not wrong, team IC somewhere around on hashtag 10, hashtag 11, but DRS, they're about to cross their 100 mark points as well. Oh, they're not on hashtag 10, but they're on hashtag 12. Team Inner Circles will be taking 52 points in the 12th spot, which is a greater one. But on the 10th spot, we can see Team E Arena. The 11th spot has been captured by Team Blue. Then from the 13th, we can see Boom Esports, Alter Ego, VOIN, GEEKAY. Man, you know what? Alter Egos is not even playing, but Hail Esports, they are just below them. It's just so sad to look like that.
It is looking like, the sun is not shining on these teams at the bottom. I mean, you could say it's evening, so probably, but that's a terrible joke. I'm sorry, but yeah, I mean, things are still looking good. We still have 2 more games to go, so let's see how the day pans out.
I mean, absolutely how the day is going to pan out. We will be looking forward to that soon enough, because we will be having a look at Erangel after that, right, Edge, if I'm not wrong. And Erangel, again, it's like somewhere that teams, the comfort zone of teams, right? The comfort zone of all the players. Soon, and I'm surely gonna say that the next one is going to be much more intense and interesting.
Definitely. So, moving on to the map of Erangel, we've already seen one. We've seen it be a bit more calculative when compared to Rondo, of course, but that is how you're supposed to play it. We were expecting it to be aggressive, but that wasn't the case. This Erangel and Miramar today, they were very strategized from all of these teams. So I'm expecting these teams to go with a similar kind of game style here, moving on to the Erangel here on forward. And let's see. I still have a feel. I still feel like Rogue Titans could probably be the ones coming out on top, getting themselves another chicken dinner by the end of the day because of the way they're playing.
Oh, absolutely. And Erangel is coming in, which is going to be the 5th match of our day number 2, ladies and gentlemen. And it's just really hard to predict what exactly going to happen on the overall standings. A lot of things will be changing for sure. But after that, we will be having a look on the 6th match, which is going to be Miramar as Village.
Final map. Miramar is where we will end the day on. But Erangel, talking about that, we've seen Gloob get the chicken dinner there. Can they do something brilliant yet again? As we will be heading down to the flight path coming in, ladies and gentlemen. This is Asia Battleverse Chapter 2. Grand Finals, day number 2. Well, there are only 2 more maps left. DRS, XMPL, MVP at the top right now. Sakura, Mustang on the side of RQ, Balls from Flash, Godless from Skyforce. All of these players are going to be something to watch out for as we start out from Stalber, ending the other way this time, a little eastern of that military base.
Oh, indeed. And this is looking a really decent one. And from here, how teams are going to be performing. But I know one thing, Edge. I just do one single thing, that the fight what I'm going to be looking at is going to be at GEEKAY and Team SKYFORCE, if I'm not wrong, on the region of Novoripnoi, which is going to be an amazing one. I'm just super duper sure that that fight will be going to butt in, really sure.
That is definitely something you need to look out for. Hospital Quarry, Ferry Pier, Primos, Georgopol, Zarki, Kameshki. I feel like maybe Glue will be taking control of Stalber and Kameshki at the same time. That's a lot of area that they will be under, keeping under control, under their control. But it also comes down to where the circle is going. It's not that far away. It is a little towards that center, towards Gatka, Pochinki, Quarry, Runes, Hospital. It's a pretty basic circle coming into play. So there is going to be a lot of commotion in the early stages of the game. But I feel like as we move to the middle order, the middle stage, probably around 10 to 12 minutes, I think that is when we'll have a much more quieter experience on the map of Erangel here.
Absolutely, that might be the case, but I don't know, man. This could be much more chaotic every particular moment, because GEEKAY and Team SKYFORCE is coming into this fight and they're never going to leave their drop locations around here. They're just here to fight. They're just here always to dominate each other. And from here, let's just see who's going to be taking this win to their home, because I just feel like a deja vu. GEEKAY Esports and Team SF, both of them are looking in the power pack situation, 4-on-4 battle, but Ragnarok, the star player of that particular team, is going to get down, which is not a great situation. Mini 14 and VSS is in his hands. VSS is just amazing, man. I haven't seen any of the players using VSS, but particularly that weapon is just crazy. Ooh, that headshot was amazing on the Godless 79. But SF, they're just crumbling, just getting shattered one by one. GEEKAY Esports, they're on their knees again. Needs to go for the revival point, but SKYFORCE, they will be just going into the go. Kevin 88 going into the Solomon Survivor. Oh, he's going to jump down, which was the right decision he made over there. Sancher surviving, but I feel like Kevin, if he's able to get the first aid, could have been a better scenario over there. But nah, they are just not going to allow him to do anything, and he's just out. Already making a move. After that fight, they need to come back stronger into the upcoming games, but DRS Frags Cyclone has been down. I love this team. I love the performance coming in from the side of DRS Gaming already. DRS Gaming is so consistent throughout the whole day, and this is the time they need to do something. They need to come up stronger and stronger every time. But DRS Frag, he has intel. He has amazing information about the whole battlefield. But audience, I'm just super duper impressed by the performance coming in from the side of DRS XMPL. Man, this guy, this young lad, this young blood, the performance is always amazing. He's just so consistent on the MVP chart. He's always in. He majority of the time I have seen XMP in the top 5 players of MVP. But XMP, I've got more and more high expectations, man. You got that potential to unlock. You had amazing potential, and as a team of DRS, they got amazing potential as well. But RRQ versus DRS, this is a great fight. Don't get me wrong, DRS is playing great. DRS is playing amazing. But RRQ, they are better. They are amazing as well. They are just feeling it. Now the breathing space between both of the teams is just good. It's not. They're not far away from each other. But both of the teams, they are just trying to retaliate the fight. When they are going to strike in, I don't know. Hail Tiger. Near military base area, and they are just enjoying on the region of military area, and they're just going to love that high density loot. But Rock Titans play bang. I mean, in Rock Titans, we have seen a great performance coming in the last match. But what do they hold right now is the question, ladies and gentlemen.
That is definitely something to look out for. As we already have a, the squad getting eliminated once again pretty early. We've been talking about this, right? Teams that have struggling. Team Flash and DRS, that's a tight fight between them for that number 1 spot. But it's not over yet. They're still going to be going for that fight. Things are looking a little calmer here on the map of Wrangel. Pochinki quiet. Milta quiet at the moment. XAVIER, the only team in the vicinity. They'll be happy. Fueling, getting ready. They have the loot that they need. Everything works out for them. They will be once again taking that number 1 spot. They're not that far away. They're only 10 points away.
Exactly. We haven't seen any eliminations coming in. And all of the teams are still surviving. Oh wait, Team Geek has been eliminated, my bad. On the region of Nova Ripna, but this fight has been already casualized, and we can see Mustang getting knocked out. DRS coming into the action, and XMP, man, I just love this guy. XMP is just crazy. Every time we have seen XMP just performing better and better. But oh, RRQ, they are not looking good, and U2Com is going to the Soul Survivor from here. And there we go, DRS coming into the action, and RRQ is going to get eliminated from this particular match.
Another squad getting taken down. RRQ this time around. Which means, the consistency that they've been known for is now not being seen. They're unable to perform the way that they do usually. But at the moment, this is another fight between IC and Hill. Good positioning coming in from Falak, but will not be able to get the confirmation just yet. But he needs to be careful. He will be putting out his car right now in the hands. He'll be going in for that fast peak and fast push as well. They will be going in for that. Ooh, knocks and another finish. Falak, beautiful shot there. It all comes down to Tiger now. 1v3 situation. We'll be getting one. Can he get more is the question. I don't think yes is the answer. As Hale, they will be eliminated. And Falak with 4 eliminations just like that. He's stepping up when the team needs him, and he's stepping up huge. IC starts off strong yet again.
Oh, it's already needed. It's always needed. I see Falak and the team just popping off when they're needed at the right particular moment. And we can see Team VOIN Esports on the George Hill. And the casualizing team is going to be E-Arena, and Boom Esports will be also joining the proximity. From here, this fight is going to be the amazing one. But NC2 going to pick out that grenade. Will they be able to take some of the knockouts or no? But VOIN Esports is their opponent right now.
where the fight is happening at the point. Looking at the players on the side of E Arena, they will drop down 2. They are in a lot of trouble as they drop down 3 actually, my bad. Now the only man standing is probably going to get taken out soon as well. It's GEEKAY. We've seen him pull out beautiful crutches before, but this might be a little too much to ask for. He's out in the open. The shotgun up close and personal. Walks in and a little celebratory shootings. But they will be able to get that player back on their feet as well. VOIN survive with 4 players as they get eliminated. I mean, they eliminate the side of E Arena, I'm sorry. With 6 eliminations, by the way.
Man, VOIN Esports, you guys are just going crazy, and the consistency and the patience is just amazing. But wait, which team is it exactly? Alright, boom, Esports is in the region of Georgepool, which is right, and majority of the teams are going to come into the zonal advantage. DRS Gaming is the only team needs to make a huge rotation from here.
Yeah, I mean, I see they're going to have a really easy way into the circle at the moment. They're the ones that are probably... Unfortunately, with just 0 eliminations, that is just not looking good. But they're just holding on. They're not taking any risks at the moment. They don't really need to. Their positioning is also really good in the overall 5th position at the moment.
Indeed, man. The XAVIERs, they had a decent one, but we can see inner circles coming into this fight. But let's just see who's going to take this one. The XAVIERs versus inner circle. It is going to be a close range proximity. Both the teams are really close to each other, but who exactly going to be taking that fight and who will be initiating it? It's going to be a biggest question over there. But we are already down to our top 12 teams. And from here, this is getting more and more interesting if you ask me, Edge. Because the rotations are just exactly coming in. The DRS is making a huge rotation. And they're in the region of Pochinki, where we can see 2 of the teams already fighting, which is going to be the XAVIERs and IC. So the DRS will be joining the party and they're going to knock the doors.
Gatka ruins the region in the circle right now. Mixer Gang. Can they consistently make another top 4 position, finish? IC on the other hand, 4 eliminations, 41 players still in the server. It's taking 4 out. That's 37 opponents that they have. So they do have a really good chance to, get a 25-30 bomber and get a really big jump on that overall standings. It's not going to be easy, but it's definitely not impossible.
Ooh, Blue QQ, that was an amazing frag coming in, man. It just directly exited the vehicle, saw the player, took a great 180 degree and just directly going to go for the knockout. But Matic is on his knees. Venek is also on his knees as well. So they need to be really cautious and they need to be really careful. And revival point is going to be the case. But on the other hand, we can see Team IC also be taking that fight. And DRS is also going to get eliminated from this particular moment. And this marks an elimination. IC was the reason for DRS saying bye-bye from the server.
DRS, they are gone, and as you said, IC are the ones taking them out. That is huge. As Mixer Gang also now in a position where they would have loved to get more points. They're gone with only 1 point, and Glue, they have good chance again to close things off here. They did lose a player, but 4 eliminations already, top 10. And it's Erangel again. Last time, it was Erangel where they got the chicken dinner. Can they repeat history?
Can they is the question, right? But we can see Flash versus VOIN Esports. This is going to be a close range one. Who will be taking this fight and who will be winning this one? But Zeus is on fire right now and he's on the knockout situation as well, and he's been capitalized and casualized as well. Team Flash is already in a disadvantage.
Flash, bows, droning at the right moment, barely surviving VOIN, force him out. So they gotta be careful, they probably are trying to blow up that vehicle, but no, one bullet actually connects onto him. And now Tops, he's really far away from his teammate. I don't think the support is gonna be coming in anytime soon, as the elimination will be confirmed. VOIN with 9, 4 players surviving still. They almost eliminate the entirety of the squad on the side of Flash as well. Things are looking good for the side of VOIN Esports at the moment, and everything working out for them perfectly.
Indeed, everything is actually working perfectly for them. And VOIN Esports 9 eliminations, and now this is what we call domination. This is what we call dominating the lobby. We started with 68 players. They already took 10 players down. So somewhere around like 15% of the players they're already taken down, which is amazing. But VOIN Esports, Rock Titans, ooh, this is looking bad for them. They also started coming into the close range battle.
It is looking like, you know, it is going to be one of those games where Falak is going to be popping off again. And as we've seen, you know, I mean, as we've already talked about it, 313 giving up their spot for IC. Good sportsmanship, of course. And we were talking about, you know, how IC should be utilizing it in a good way. Day number 1, not so much, but moving on to day number 2, you can see the performance boost. You can see the difference coming in. They're warmed up. The boys from Pakistan, they're ready for this. And now the fight, VOIN and VTR, could be deadly.
Exactly, it could be deadly, but I mean, it's best to always have a plan B, right? If plan A doesn't work. But VOIN Esports, if I'm not wrong, they were having 10 eliminations, or they're having 9. Oh, I might be blind over there. But Falak, alright, Falak is going on the domination moment right as of now. But BTR, they're in a rotational clash, so needs to be really careful. And BTR is feeling the wrath of VOIN Esports already.
VOIN are just looking unstoppable right now. With 10 eliminations, they did lose a player, sure, but that is still not gonna be enough to stop them. Razak is probably just gonna be healing himself up. BTR is gonna be taken out. 4 eliminations, 10th position. We're down to the top 9 teams, 24 players still in the server. Rogue Titans, Cellcom, DJ Alliance, and IC. 3 teams with 4 players standing, and after that, it's XAVIER and Glue, and VOIN with 3. So there are still teams with a lot of players alive. Rogue Titans trying to see if they can take down the players on the side of VOIN. As they do manage to get one, the elimination will not be coming in quick. Woxy will be bleeding, as if he's outside the zone, that circle might be enough. That play zone, you know, outside the play zone, if he is, the blue zone might be enough to take him down.
Oh, this might be the case over there, but VOIN Esports, we can see they are just feeling the wrath of the players, and they are still out of the zone. So in the particular 4th zone, they might be feeling a little bit like a lot of damage. I guess VOIN Esports, they already lost 2 players, which is not looking stronger and stronger for them. Ooh, VOIN Esports, they are just looking in a bad situation. Let's just see what's going to be happening from here, Edge.
Well, that is for sure. Things. Okay, Snyder. Trying something. I like that. And if you guys like what you see, you know, you probably should be hitting that like button on the stream. Don't forget to sub as well, so you guys don't forget when we go live. Hit that bell icon so you get notified every single time we absolutely, you know, bring you some action-packed games.
Oh, indeed. Audience, just go and hit that subscribe button and hit the like button as well, as is talking about. So that is something that you can do and help the channel and organization as well. But let's come back to the game, Edge, shall we? Because we can see Team Inner Circle's Falak taking 8 eliminations. Man, he's just doing all of the work right now. He is just taking 90% of the elimination points for his team. And from here, we can see the XAVIERs is also coming into the fight. And there we have it. Falak will be taking this fight and we can see 10 eliminations coming in, but Falak is going to get shut down, and Falak is not looking into the greatest spot, and Falak has been down for the side of Origin 7, and there we have it. This marks an elimination for the XAVIERs in a circle, going crazy.
XAVIER gone out of the picture. They were contending for the #1 spot, but that's not gonna be the case anymore. As you said, Falak's gone now. I see. They will still be, happy with the way that things are going out for them, but losing him kind of has to, it kind of has to hurt for sure. As we move down to the top 8 teams, now 18 players still in the server. Let's see which team will be the one coming out on top. As Silicon Digital Lands now the only one standing with 4 players. I believe that is the last player on the side of VOIN getting eliminated there with 11 eliminations, 8 positions. What they get out in, down to the top 7 teams now. SKYFORCE, 5 eliminations now. Focusing on Silicon Digital Alliance. There's Boom in the picture as well. Should be careful. There's only 1 player standing though.
Indeed, so there's just 1 player standing, and you can never overcome it against that player, right? SKYFORCE is on the other hand. Ooh, they're looking strong. They're looking so consistent throughout the whole game, but they're only down to 2 of the players. But Rock Titan's really closer to the proximity, and Inner Circles will be picking that fight again. Who will be taking this chicken dinner? Who will be taking this winner chicken dinner, boys and girls? It's going to be a big question, Edge. But I'm sure that Inner Circles is feeling it.
They definitely are feeling, the momentum, feeling confident for sure. They are going to be one of the favorites to take this home, to take the chicken dinner, take it all the way through. They're up to 11th spot on the overall standings right now, and they could go even higher if they keep on performing like this. If they can get maybe 5-6 more eliminations, get that chicken dinner, that's going to give them a major boost on the overall standings to relieve a little more pressure from that day #1 performance, which was not that great. But day #2, they're a different beast. It's a different animal. But for now, Inner Circle using those smokes to cover themselves as they make a rotation that's going to be interesting. They go towards the other side. They don't want to engage Rogue Titan, but I feel like they kind of have to.
Oh, they have to for sure. But from here, we know that Falak is down. The star player of the game is right now down. But we have seen Noki just going ham on the other players. We have seen Noki just eliminating a lot. As powerful as Falak, right? So all of the players of Team IC are just self-capable of taking fight. Ooh, man, that is just something amazing. We have seen T24 just directly slamming on the player and eliminating the players as well. So T24 is just looking into the Sondo position, but that grenade is looking so damn promising, but couldn't able to find any sort of connections. And this marks an elimination for Team Boom Esports as well as Team Rock Titans. That down.
That's 2 squads in quick successions. I see though, they will have that player back on the field. Blue with 3, Silicon Digital Alliance with 4, Flash with 1, SKYFORCE with 2, and IC with 3. These
save time creating content and generate a high-quality clone of your voice with 11 Labs. Change the way you record podcasts, voiceovers, and branded content with the #1 AI-powered voice-generating technology. Stop searching for the perfect voice and stop wasting time re-recording take after take. Try 11 Labs for free and start elevating your content today.
Blue Blood Esports, they're feeling the wrath, and there we have it. That knockout was amazing.
I see they lose 2. You gotta wait to see if there's gonna be a turn up. But as soon as I say that, it looks like it's gonna be a turn down. I see in the middle of nowhere actually. But in the meanwhile, Team Plastic get taken out of the picture. There is gonna be a smoke deployed, but I don't think they're gonna be surviving for any longer, because that's a really bad position that they're in right now. It's a tough spot to get out from. And especially with the position being compromised and solo survivor, how long can you stay out there for? That is the main question, as everyone now redirects their attention towards that player on the side of IC. SKYFORCE, they also have 1 player left. It's just Sancher in a position where he could actually go for the clutch.
where he could finally, but we can see in the circles. Ooh. Are they in a better spot? In the circles, they are still a little bit out of the zone, so needs to be really cautious from this particular moment. And in the circles, looking in a better situation, but Glue, they lost one of the players. Spotted Sancher in the open scenario, taking the sprays down. At this particular moment, they're just wasting their ammunitions. But in the circle, they're just down to only one player, along with Team SKYFORCE's. Celcom DG Alliance, again, consistent with their performance, and they are with 4-man standing.
I see K99. I've spotted him. Probably trying his best to take him down there. I mean, you know, they don't really have to worry about the ammunition there, especially. I mean, look at the ammunition coming in from Celcom DG Alliance. They have a lot to work with. They can go for this one. They want to go for this play. And I think Glue QQ has also been spotted. I feel like Celcom pretty much has idea of everyone's positioning here.
Yeah, Celcom DG Alliance, I mean, they're having a greater spot. And, like, I have seen Celcom DG Alliance playing the same game now. And I'm just super duper surprised. I'm not bored. I'm just not surprised. But I'm just super duper surprised for the thing that how consistently they're just following this strategy, right? The IGLing is amazing. And now, from here, we can see Celcom DG Alliance might be just heading towards to another chicken dinner. And this marks an elimination for Team SKYFORCE's. IC with the solo man survivor, Glue and Celcom DG Alliance for 3 and 4 players simultaneously.
One thing's for sure, Glue with that consistency of the map of Rango, but there's a really good chance that IC could actually get that number 2 spot at the moment, because Glue is taking that fight, and well, they're getting taken down immediately, and now QQ, the only one standing out in the open as well, is going to be tagged up. He's going to be taken down. There you have it, folks. Glue are gonna be eliminated. We're down to the top 2 teams, and IC is one of them, and I don't think it's gonna be. I don't think there's any chance in hell that he's probably gonna go for this 1v4 and come out successful, right? He shouldn't be. They know the position. It is compromised, and he's gonna get taken down. There you go. Overwhelmed by the number, the barrage of players running into his face. They will be happy with that number 2 spot, though. Regardless, great game coming in from them, especially Falak. But at the end, it's gonna be Celcom DG Alliance getting the winner chicken dinner.
It was indeed needed chicken dinner coming in from the side of Celcom DG Alliance and taking the second chicken dinner, if I'm not wrong, Edge, which was an amazing one. And throughout the whole day, they just dominated great. And I feel like they took 15 points in this one as well. And after this, in 2 matches, they were able to capitalize 30 points, which is not a small number, if you ask me. And personally, Celcom DG Alliance, great strategies coming in. And the IGL is doing his work. The IGL know what battlefield is and how the enemies is retaliating.
True. I mean, I think he's doing all the brain work right now, and you got to give praise to the team players as well, right? I mean, they're listening. And it's not just listening. They are winning those duels. They are getting those, those finishes, those eliminations. The utilities on point. The support is there. The trades are perfect coming in. The rotations. I mean, they're doing it exactly the way they practice. I'm pretty sure. The IGL calling the shots, yes, indeed, but it's the players executing them as well, right? So I think it's an overall, great coordinated plays coming in. Good teamwork by them, and this is going to be one of those games. I mean, we expected them to fall off after the previous chicken dinner, right? But getting themselves another chicken dinner before the end of the day they're looking good. They're looking good, and as you said, it probably is not the best of strategies out there. Probably will not be getting you a lot of points, but it will be getting you decent amount of points. And if you keep getting those chicken dinners, right, those 10 free points are gonna be adding up, and later on in the later half of the grand finals, those few points will be massive advantages.
Oh, indeed, like it is going to be giving them a massive advantage for sure. But we will be heading towards to a last match, which is going to be Miramar of the map rotation. I don't know what exactly we'll be looking forward to that one, because this is going to be the last game, right? And teams particularly go for more and more aggressive fights in the last one, right? So I don't know, we might see a fast-paced Miramar today, or maybe a chaotic one. I'm not super duper sure with that one, but I'm just saying one thing. I'm sure about the teams are making this to come back happen. Teams like IC, now they're on the first page for sure, and I feel like they are upcoming in top 8 teams.
Well, we will wait for the overall standing to confirm that prediction coming in from Inferno. But for now, taking a look at the team stats of the Chicken Dinner's team. It is Cellcom, Digi, Alliance. 6042 with 2. 1 for Lifter, 3 for Light, LK99 with 1. They have once again striked at the right moment, striked at the right time, got that advantage, got that Chicken Dinner.
Absolutely, man. I mean, what an amazing Chicken Dinner it was coming. And again, audience, if you are watching the stream, so what you guys are waiting for, Edge? I mean, tell them to like and subscribe, man, because the production and everyone is doing a fabulous job, and the organization is coming up with these amazing matches and tournaments. So, audience, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe for sure.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of don't want to miss the action, right? I mean, we've already talked about this. You definitely don't want to be missing out on any action. You definitely don't want to be missing out on Falak getting those MVPs again and again. So make sure you hit that notification bell icon as well to see Falak get those 9 eliminations to 1015 damage, no assists, 16 minutes and 45 seconds of the clock of survival time, 7 knocks and 181 heal. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not his first time, and it's definitely not going to be his last time. The reason why the side of IC steps up huge is him. And Naki as well. I mean, do not take anything away from the entirety of the squad, but Falak has been that one-star player, one consistently performing, star player for the side. And he delivers every single time. And as soon as he does, the rest of his team does as well.
Indeed, man. Let's have a look on the top 5 players as well, and we can see inner circles, 2 of the players will be joining into the party, and ICT24 will be taking 4 eliminations as well. But Falak, this has been the highest one all this while, 9 eliminations, just crazy. We can see Cellcom, DJ Alliance, Light will be joining